Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone. I'm ASMAWI, a reporter from EMTV. Today we're gonna talk about EMC. Okay, what is EMC? EMC is Electromagnetic Compatibility. It means that our product or our devices do not interfere with another devices. We also want to make sure that our devices won't stop malfunctioning because of somebody's phone nearby transmitting the RF energy. In order to ensure this, we need to carry out some testing. There are two types of testing. The first one is emission testing. The second one is susceptibility testing. Okay, now let us watch these two manifesto. Let's go.
Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. So today I would like to talk about the categories of electromagnetic compatibility test. So first of all will be the radiated emission test. It is a concern about how much your product is emitting in terms of radio frequency energy. So it is done in the test chamber, anechoic or semi-anechoic. It is a metal box which stops external signal from getting in the chamber. It has also the absorbing material on the wall, so whatever is being emitted from our device is get absorbed and does not bounce back and get picked up by the antenna. So the emission is picked up by the antenna and compared against a limit line. The second one will be the conducted emission test. It is to ensure the amount of radio frequency energy that is on the cable of any device is not above a certain limit. So it will be connected to a test device called a listen in the bracket V network listen. It will stop the emission on the power lines that is powering the whole test instrument from corrupting the measurement. And it is to ensure the measurement that we make is actually just the emission from the device and not everything else that is connected to the network. Then it will be sent to the receiver, then the result will be compared. I think that is all from me. Thank you for listening and please vote for me.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I'm AMIRA IBRAHIM, President of Susceptibility Testing. I have 3 manifesto to share to all of you. Okay, first, radiated field testing. It involves a high-powered source of electromagnetic pulse energy and radiating antenna to direct the energy at the potential victim or device under test. Okay, second manifesto is conducted voltage or current testing. It involves a high-powered signal or pulse generator and a current clamp or other type of transformer to inject the test signal. Okay, last manifesto is transient immunity testing. It used to test the immunity of device under test against power line disturbance. It also includes the surge, lightning strikes, and switching noise. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, now we will see about EMC standard. EMC standard define the frequency range and limit of unnecessary radiation to prevent telecommunication and broadcasting devices and electrical devices from being interrupted. Okay, now let us see the classification and type of EMC standard. Let's go.
Electromagnetic compatibility standards are classified into few classes. First, international standard. International standards are developed by the organization that meet the commercially agreed principles of World Trade Organization to ensure transparency, openness, impartiality and consensus, effectiveness and relevance, coherence, and to address the concerns of developing countries. These above-mentioned organizations include International Organization for Standardization (ISO) and International Electrotechnical Commissions (IEC). Second, regional standard. Regional standard is developed to ensure impartiality in trade, imports and export to or from the relevant region. European Standard EN is a typical example for regional standards. Third, national standard. National standard is established when a country needs to have customized standards that suit the actual situation in the countries. Such national standards may be incorporated in laws and regulations and operate along with the penalties. American National Standard Institute (ANSI) and British Standard (BS) are examples for a national standard. Fourth, industry standard. Industry standard is defined as codes and standards for issues such as interconnectivity between devices. Unlike national standards, these standards do not involve legal actions. Semiconductor Equipment and Materials International (SEMI), Japan Electronics and Information Technology Industry Association (JETA) is example organization for industry standard. It is important that the compliance with the standard is related to commercial and trade issues. This system to ensure measurements, methods, and accuracy plays as important roles on the designated limit values and frequency range in the operation of the standard. Type of EMC standard 10868.
Okay, so this is about types of EMC standards. The first is military and second is civilization. For military, it includes emission and susceptibility, which is for emission, we specify the limits of voltage and current. Meanwhile, for susceptibility, we specify conducted pipe and radiated field parameters. For civilization, it is applicable for our daily equipment, for example, for commercial, industrial and domestic. We also protect the broadcast of the broadcast services from interference. Next, for military, we have two examples, which is MIS STD 461D and DEF SDAN 5941. So this MIL is for United States, while DEF is for United Kingdom. It covers the requirement, measurements and definitions of military equipment. Then they have went through a lot of process of evolution through years because they want the best resolution for military equipment. Next, For civilization, FCC is for United States, which means Federal Communication Commission. It is for radio communication and interference. No products can be sold without meeting the FCC requirements. The coordinating for standardization in United States is American National Standards Institute (ANSI) and IEEE EMC Society. Next is other EMC standards. For this one, it is a variety of national standards from other countries. For example, BSI, which is British Standard Institution in UK, VDE, Verband Deutsches Elektrotechniker in Germany, and the last one is CSA, which is Canadian Standard Association in Canada. This rapid revolution between those organizations are for achieving mutual agreement between the major standard organization. Okay, that's all.